blessings. I found no other love like this. You are the treasure that I have. In you I'm truly satisfied. Jesus, you're my everything. You're the light that shines through me. You are the treasure that I have. In you I'm truly satisfied. Oluwatos, Oluwatos, the Jesus that I know is enough for me. Oluwatos, Oluwatos, the Jesus that I know is enough for me. Good morning. This is Kenny Dedeville on When God and I Talk. I've gotten some feedback from a lot of people. Somebody called me, Pastor Ifine. He said, "My pastor, my doctor, my no, I don't. I I I like to keep it low. A lot of comments, a lot of but the Bible says, study and show yourself approved. You must study. Anything you're going to talk about, you must do your study. You must do your homework. The Bible allows us to um, study, prepare, so yeah, you can be able to stand in the midst of people and talk about the things of God. This morning we'll be talking about the Goshen economy in the Bible. In the Bible, the Goshen economy was specialized pastoral system in the eastern Nile Delta given to the Israelites by Pharaoh. Characterized by rich, well-watered grazing lands, it allowed them to retain their occupational identity as shepherds while operating independently of Egypt's broader agrarian laws. So, what is the spiritual significance of Goshen in the Bible? Goshen is not just a place, it's a realm of divine exemption, covenant covering, and supernatural supply. While Egypt was swallowed by plagues, Goshen was preserved. Exodus 8:22. While famine devoured nations, Israel in increased and possessed their inheritance. Genesis 14:27. So in the economy, what is the significance of Goshen in the economy? In the Bible, the economy of Goshen represents a multiple of divine insulation and provision. Um, it's situated in the fertile Nile Delta. It allowed the Israelites to prosper and multiply, while the brother Egyptians suffered in famine and plagues. So the economy in the Bible narrative carries several profound implications for how resources, labor, and wealth are viewed. The Goshen was divinely exempted from the catastrophic famines and plagues that devoured the rest of Egypt. This implies that a better financial stability and provision can be sustained by faith and obedience, even when the broader microeconomy is struggling, like what we have now. Occupational segregation. The Israelites were shepherds and pastoralists. The Egyptian agrarian system, as highly centralized and bureaucratic under Pharaoh, being situated in Goshen allowed Israel to maintain their cultural and occupational identity, preventing total assimilation to the Egyptian culture. Um, and then, the Goshen economy was only possible because Joseph, through divine revelation and proactive storage, saved Egypt from a 7-year famine, Genesis 41. The emphasis This emphasizes the importance of resource management, saving, and preparation in the biblical economic. Um, what is the difference between Goshen's economy and man's economy? God is the source of our income in his economy, whereas in man's economy, people often claim I earned it. Recognizing God as the source fosters humility and gratitude. In God's economy, wealth is given to help others and advance his kingdom. So let's look at the implications. Um, in the Bible, Goshen was a highly fertile region in the eastern Nile Delta given to the Israelites. Economically, it represents prophetic positioning, supernatural provision, and divine exemption, thriving and multiplying even when the surrounding secular world faces severe famine, economic and systemic economic collapse or economic crisis. You see, the Goshen economy operates on several, I didn't say operated, not the past. Operates is a present continuous, is a present participle, fundamental principle, geographic and economic separation. The Israelites were placed in a specific, distinct region. It provided them physical and space so they do not dilute their cultural identity or compete directly with the dominant Egyptian workforce. Supernatural multiplication. Genesis 47:27 knows that the Israelites acquired property there and were fruitful, increased greatly in number. Their economic success was tied to spiritual blessing rather than strictly secular market forces. Covenantal exemption. During the plagues of Egypt, Goshen was uniquely spared from the hail, the darkness, economic blight. This highlights the concept of protection for those with God's will, even when their broader microeconomy collapses. Now, um, you see, many faithful believers and theologians point to Goshen as an ongoing spiritual reality rather than just a historical location. This emphasize that individuals aligned with God principle can experience a separate economic reality even in times of global hardship. The economy of the world could be going down the drain, but our finances can be rock solid, even increasing. Terrorism may have the world trembling, but we will be safe. When Egypt was starving, Israel was thriving. Right. So you see, this Goshen economy thing I'm saying, in 1992, I registered my company Black Mountains and I started doing World Bank. I made money. By 1994, I had 7 million from World Bank, equivalent of 7 million. They were paying us in US dollar. A lot of people prospered during the Babangida and Abacha regime when they were complaining that there was no money, like we're all complaining now. At that time, people were making money, those who had the alignment of God. So today's economy is so severe. A lot of us are barely surviving. But in this same economy, there is a niche, the market niche that you can create for yourself where you will prosper. You are not bound by the laws of man, but if you are bound by the laws of God, in the Goshen economy, it represents the Egyptian. When people say, I will not go back to Egypt, they are not going back to suffering. So in the Goshen economy, which we have today, similarly like what we have today, and like what we had during the Babangida and General Babangida and General Abacha's regime, people still prospered. There are some people who will find a niche for themselves and will create wealth. There are people who will find, just take for instance, you take coconut water, pure coconut water, and you produce it. Add some um, natural sweetener like sugar cane, and you can sell it. You brand it. You create a niche. You sell. You can create grease cleaner for cars that mechanics will not need to look for petrol to be washing engine, and you will make money. So in the Goshen economy, which we're talking about today, people are bound to make money. You will lose money if you don't have the right attitude. But in the Goshen economy, as described in the Bible, that the people in the upper Egypt were tormented by blight, famine, and plagues. But the Israelites, they even acquired land, they acquired property, they acquired things that made them prosper. So you cannot be in an economy without finding a place for yourself to create wealth. If you're going to create wealth, you must go by the principles of God. What are the principles? You must not use bad skills. You must not cheat people. You must not be by the sleight of hands. You are cheating people. You are deceiving people. You are becoming a Jacobic person. You are destroying the foundation of relationship. And you go to the market when you want to buy things. You try one shoe. When you put, they'll give you another one. You buy mackerel. I saw this with my own eyes. You're buying. I don't like mackerel. The thing smells. I remember when they used to buy mackerel in London. My ex-wife would buy a carton of mackerel. I could. My father never ate mackerel. We never had mackerel. We never had ice fish growing up. I never had ice fish. When they buy it, I look at it till today. Except you put it in the goosey, I won't eat it all. But you can buy fish. You can go to. I remember a place called Continental Fisheries in Apapa. We used to buy fish for there for my sister's restaurant. When I was in school, I used to buy OK Jazz shirt. I will buy it for my brother-in-law will give me 4 naira per shirt. I will buy one shirt for 1 naira 50, and I will sell it to even him that gave me the 4 naira. I will sell it. I will sell to people around. The money, my sister gives me money. My father refused to pay my school fees. He was angry with me because of certain incidents that happened. My sister will give me money. I will sell shirt to my sister too. I will sell shirt to her. I will collect 4 naira. And she will give me money for school. I will go and buy perfume. One day she caught me with the perfume, um, Paco Rabanne. I was carrying it to school. We have to do fine boy now. Not be now when I not get hair. After when I get, I find small. But you see, let's come back to serious matter. The Goshen economy allows you to find a space. You could find, you could print on unique surfaces. You could create artistic work and sell. And before you know it, you have blown. You could go to look. Agriculture is the mainstay. Is the mainstay of what we what economy. Even the music you see people play. You could create themes. THEME. You could create themes and produce jingles or produce background music. Look at people, fintech. People are producing softwares application. You could do a lot of things and stop waiting for the government to bring you feed or food. The Goshen economy in the Bible was so unique that they prospered in the face of blight, plagues, and whatever you want to call it that was not good. So do not be restricted, but by the emancipation of your mind, by the opening, the exponential thinking that you will create, adopt a level of thinking that takes you from the mundane, the sublime, into the real. So the Goshen economy I talk of today is that you could make money. See, look at the roof that these Igbo people are selling to us. They sell roofing material. They go to China. They give them their own specification. They tell us something, and you buy your house, you are roofing your house. Instead of it lasting 50 years, it will last 20 years. Imam Madu have made their own money. But that's not what I am saying. I am saying you could. I bought one what do they call what thing they take they dry food and fruits. I buy them, it in my storage. You can pasteurize things. You can buy milk. I see people making yogurt. I see people making all kind of things. They call it Greek yogurt, but their packaging is suspect. Their marketing strategy is not right. You must get the product right. You must get your pricing right. You must get your promotional activity right. You must get your location right, place, and you must get the people who will support you. So I am talking about something real, not something ephemeral, not something whimsical. I'm saying you should look inwards. Some people, look, when I was doing youth service, I was going to Bauchi. I was buying lorry loads of goats. My father gave me money. He gave me 20,000 naira as at 1980, 85. I would go to Bauchi and Miso and Haradawa. I would buy lorry loads of goat. I would sell them in Wari. I would go to Akwanga and buy goat, yam, lorry load of yam, and I would sell it, and people were buying. Don't say I be Ushomalo because I don't find money, because I had it in me. My father was business. My mother was a trader in Balogo. So there was no way I will not do something. But you see, you can still go to far-flung, don't go to where Boko Haram and people will catch you. But you can go to places. You see, ginger, you can buy ginger and process it. There's a large market for ginger. There's a large market. People are doing garlic and ginger. You could do so. My friend's daughter, Chuchu, she sells garlic and pepper. She puts them in package. She packages them. Let me see. No, I'll put it next week. She packages them and she sells. I buy. I encourage her. But you could, instead of you sitting down and saying, "Oh, I've been looking for work for may you not get work. May hunger kill you," so that you wake up from that chair and start to do something innovative. The Goshen economy is, in another word, saying you have to be innovative. You have to think outside of the box. You have to think global while you're acting local. You could find buyers of products that we have in this country and you could sell it and you will make money. Money, 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 come to me. That's how it will come to you and you will be rich. This is just a version of the Goshen economy that we are talking about. Don't rely on government. Don't wait for government to give you everything. You see, the funds of government right now is limited. Government can't do everything for us. We have to be innovative. We have to think outside of the box. We have to think imaginatively how to make money in the godly way, in the legal way, not by subterfuge and cheating people. This is Kenny Dedevo on When God and I Talk Extraordinary.